Are you tired of your Python scripts consuming massive amounts of RAM when processing large datasets? Did you know that mastering the difference between an iterator and a generator can make your code 10 times more efficient? In this video, we will cover Python generators and iterators certification practice questions explained. Master Python iterators and generators with this comprehensive practice guide. In this video, we are diving deep into Python generators and iterators. We have curated 30 high-quality, exam-style practice questions that cover everything from the __, iter __, and __, next __, protocols to the internal workings of the yield keyword. Before we jump into the first question, make sure to hit that subscribe button to master advanced Python concepts. And try to answer each question before the timer runs out. Which two methods must a class implement to follow the Python Iterator Protocol? Option A, __, init __, and __, next __. Option B, __, iter __, and __. Option C, __, get item ___, and __, len ___. Option D, __, yield ___, and __, iter __. The correct answer is B. According to the official Python documentation, the Iterator protocol requires two methods. 1. __, iter __, which returns the iterator object itself and is used in, for, and in statements. 2. __, next __, which returns the next value from the sequence. If there are no more items, it must raise a StopIteration exception. Implementing these two methods allows any object to be iterated over using a loop. What keyword is used to transform a standard function into a generator function? Option A, return. Option B, next. Option C, yield. Option D, break. The correct answer is C. The yield keyword is used in Python to define a generator function. Unlike return, which terminates a function entirely and sends a value back to the caller, yield pauses the function's execution, saves its local state, and yields a value. When the generator is called again, via next, it resumes exactly where it left off. Why are generators considered more memory efficient than list comprehensions when dealing with large datasets? Option A, generators compress the data before storing it. Option B, generators use C-based arrays internally while lists use linked lists. Option C, generators use lazy evaluation, producing items one at a time on demand. Option D, generators automatically delete items after they are used. The correct answer is C. Generators use lazy evaluation, or call by need, while a list comprehension creates the entire list in memory immediately. A generator expression creates a generator object that produces items only when requested. This means that if you have a billion items, a list would crash your RAM, whereas a generator would only hold one item at a time in memory. What exception is raised by an iterator to signal that there are no further items available? Option A, of error. Option B, stop iteration. Option C, index error. Option D, generator exit. The correct answer is B. The StopIteration exception is a built-in Python exception used to signal that an iterator has no more items to yield. When you use a for loop, Python internally catches this StopIteration exception to gracefully exit the loop without crashing the program. Which built-in Python function is used to manually retrieve the next item from an iterator? Option A, get_next. Option B, continue. Option C, next. Option D, yield. The correct answer is C. The next function is a built-in Python function that calls the __next__ method of an iterator. It takes the iterator as an argument and returns the next value. It can also take an optional default value to return if the iterator is exhausted, which prevents the StopIteration exception from being raised. What is the correct syntax for a generator expression? Option A, x for x in range 10. Option B, x for x in range 10, closing curly bracket. Option C, x for x in range 10. Option D, less than x for x in range 10, greater than. The correct answer is C. Generator expressions use parentheses syntax, similar to list comprehensions which use square brackets, single quote, while they look like tuple comprehensions, which don't exist in Python. The result is a generator object that produces values lazily. Which method can be used to pass a value back into a generator function and resume its execution? Option A, push. Option B, send. Option C, inject. Option D, throw. The correct answer is B. The send method is used to resume a generator and send a value that becomes the result of the current yield expression. This allows for two-way communication between the caller and the generator, effectively turning generators into coroutines. What is the primary difference between an iterable and an iterator in Python? Option A, iterables can be looped over. Iterators are the objects that track the state of the loop. Option B, there is no difference. The terms are interchangeable. Option C, iterables are always generators, while iterators are lists. Option D, iterators can be reused multiple times, while iterables cannot. The correct answer is A. An iter is any object that can return an iterator, like a list, string, or tuple. It implements the __iter__ method. An iterator is the object that actually produces the values one by one using the __next__ method. You can get an iterator from an iterable by using the iter function. What happens to the local variables of a generator function when it yields a value? Option A, they are deleted to save memory. Option B, they are reset to their default values. Option C, they are suspended and preserved until the next call. Option D, they are converted into global variables. The correct answer is C. When a generator yields, the function execution is suspended. All local variables, the instruction pointer, and the stack are preserved. When the generator is resumed, via next or send, the function starts executing from the line immediately following the yield, with all its internal state intact. Which statement is true regarding yield from in Python? Option A, It is used to exit a generator prematurely. Option B. It allows a generator to delegate part of its operations to another iterable or generator. Option C. It is used to convert a list into a generator. Option D. It is a faster version of the return statement. The correct answer is B. Yield from was introduced in Python 3.3. It allows a generator to yield all values from a subgenerator or an iterable without needing a nested for loop. It effectively creates a transparent bidirectional channel between the outer caller and the inner subgenerator. Which of the following is not an iterable by default in Python? Option A, list. Option B, int. Option C, dict. Option D, str. The correct answer is B. Integers, int, are not iterables because they do not implement the __iter___ method. Collections like lists, dictionaries, and strings are all iterables because you can iterate over their elements or characters. Which Python tool is best suited for generating an infinite sequence of numbers while maintaining low memory usage? Option A, a list comprehension with a very large range. Option B, a recursive function with no base case. Option C, a generator function with a while true loop. Option D, a dictionary with infinite keys. The correct answer is C. Generators are ideal for infinite sequences because they produce values one at a time and do not store the previous values in memory. You can use a while true loop with a yield statement to generate numbers indefinitely without running out of RAM. When you iterate over a dictionary using for key in my_dict, what is being yielded? Option A, the keys of the dictionary. Option B, the values of the dictionary. Option C, tuples of key, value. Option D, the dictionary object itself. The correct answer is A. By default, iterating over a dictionary in Python yields its keys. If you want both keys and values, you must use the items method. If you want only values, you use the values method. Can an iterator be reset to the beginning after it has been fully exhausted? Option A, yes, by calling the reset method. Option B, yes, by calling iter on the iterator again. Option C, no, you must create a new iterator object from the iterable. Option D, only if it is a list-based iterator. The correct answer is C. Iterators in Python are one-way and cannot be reset. Once an iterator raises StopIteration, it is exhausted. To iterate over the data again, you must call iter on the original iterable, like the list or string, to create a fresh, new iterator instance. Which module in Python's standard library provides a collection of functions for working with iterators? Option A, collections. Option B, itertools. Option C, functools. Option D, iterlib. The correct answer is B. The itertools module is a standard library module that provides a set of fast, memory-efficient tools for creating and working with iterators. Functions include count for infinite ranges, cycle to repeat an iterable, and chain to combine multiple iterables. What happens if a return statement is executed inside a generator function? Option A. It causes a syntax error. Option B. It returns a final value and the generator continues. Option C. It raises StopIteration, and the returned value becomes the exception's value. Option D. The return value is ignored, and the generator stops. The correct answer is C. In Python 3, using return inside a generator function signals the end of the generator. It raises a StopIteration exception if the return statement has a value, e.g., return done. That value is passed as an argument to the StopIteration constructor and can be retrieved from the exception object. Which of the following will use the least amount of memory for 10 million integers? Option A. X for X in range 10 million. Option B. List range 10 million. Option C. X for X in range 10 million. Option D. Tuple range 10 million. The correct answer is C. Option C is a generator expression. It returns a generator object which only calculates the next number when requested. Options A, B, and D all create full data structures, list or tuple, in memory containing all 10 million elements simultaneously. Which method is used to raise an exception inside a generator at the point where it is currently suspended? Option A, raise. Option B, error. Option C, throw. Option D, interrupt. The correct answer is C. The throw method allows you to raise an exception of a specified type at the point where the generator is currently paused. At a yield statement, if the generator catches the exception and yields another value, that value is returned. If it doesn't, the exception propagates back to the caller. Why is next iterator generally faster than accessing elements by index list I in a loop? Option A. Iterators do not perform bounds checking. Option B. Iterators pre-calculate all values in a separate thread. Option C. Iterators only need to know the next state, not the entire structure. Option D. Accessing by index is actually faster than iterators. The correct answer is C. Iterators follow a forward-only stream of data. They don't need to perform complex index calculations or maintain a large memory-mapped table of elements. While the speed difference is often negligible for small lists, iterators are significantly faster for streamed data or calculated sequences. What is the most Pythonic way to check if an object is iterable? Option A. Check if type obj == list. Option B. Use as instance obj collections.abc iterable. Option C. Check if the object has a __len__ attribute. Option D. Try to call len on the object. The correct answer is B. Using isInstance obj collections.abc iterable is the standard way to check for iterability. This covers lists, tuples, strings, dictionaries, sets, and custom classes that implement the Iterator protocol. Checking for __len__ is incorrect because some iterables, like generators, do not have a length. What does the close method do when called on a generator object? Option A. It deletes the generator from memory immediately. Option B. It raises a generator exit exception inside the generator. Option C. It saves the current state of the generator to a file. Option D. It prevents the generator from being used by other threads. The correct answer is B. The close method is used to terminate a generator. It raises a generator exit exception at the point where the generator function was paused. This allows the generator to run, finally, blocks to clean up resources like file handles or network connections. Can you iterate over a generator object more than once? Option A. Yes. As many times as you want. Option B. Yes. But only if you use a for loop. Option C. No. Generators are exhausted after one full iteration. Option D. No. Unless you convert it to a list first. The correct answer is C. Generators are one-time use objects. Once you have iterated through all the values yielded by a generator, it is exhausted. If you try to iterate over it again, it will yield nothing. To reiterate, you must call the generator function again to create a new generator object. What happens if a class implements ___iter__ but not __next___? Option A. The class is considered a generator. Option B. The class is an iterable but not an iterator. Option C. The class will raise a type error when defined. Option D. The class is an iterator but not an iterable. The correct answer is B. An object that implements ___iter__ is an iterable. This method should return an iterator object. An iterator must implement both ___iter__ and ___next___. Therefore, a class with only ___iter__ is just a container that can provide an iterator. But it isn't an iterator itself. Which itertools function would you use to create an iterator that returns elements from the first iterable until it is exhausted, then proceeds to the next iterable? Option A. Itertools, combine. Option B. Itertools, chain. Option C. Itertools, repeat. Option D. Itertools, accumulate. The correct answer is B. Itertools, chain, takes several iterables as arguments and returns a single iterator that produces the contents of all of them sequentially. This is very efficient because it doesn't create a new concatenated list in memory. When reading a 10 GB log file in Python, which approach is most appropriate? Option A. F. Read. Split. In. Option B. F. Redlines. Option C. Iterating over the file object directly. For line in F. Single quote. Option D. Converting the file to a list of strings. The correct answer is C. In Python, file objects are themselves iterators that yield lines one by one. Using for line in F uses a buffer to read the file, meaning it only keeps a small portion of the file in memory at any time. This allows you to process 10 GB files on a machine with only 4 GB of RAM. In Python 3, what does the zip function return? Option A. A list of tuples. Option B. A dictionary. Option C. An iterator, specifically a zip object. Option D. A generator function. The correct answer is C. In Python 2, zip returned a list in Python 3. For efficiency, zip returns an iterator. This zip object yields tuples on demand, which is much more memory efficient when zipping large collections. If you call iter on an object that is already an iterator, what is the result? Option A. A type error is raised. Option B. It returns a new iterator starting from the beginning. Option C. It returns the exact same iterator object. Option D. It returns a generator. The correct answer is C. According to the Iterator Protocol, an iterator's iter__iter___ method should return self. This ensures that if you pass an iterator to a function that expects an iterable, like a for loop, it works correctly by returning the iterator itself. What is the result of yield from 1, 2, 3 inside a generator function? Option A. It yields the entire list 1, 2, 3 at once. Option B. It yields 1, then 2, then 3 individually. Option C. It raises a type error because yield from only works with generators. Option D. It creates a nested list. The correct answer is B. Yield from works with any iterable. When yield from 1, 2, 3 is called, the generator yields each element of the list one by one to the caller. It is shorthand for item in 1, 2, 3 yield item. What does the enumerate function return? Option A. A list of indices. Option B. A dictionary where keys are indices. Option C. An iterator that yields tuples of index item. Option D. A generator that yields only the items. The correct answer is C. Enumerate is a built-in function that takes an iterable and returns an enumerate object, which is an iterator. Each time next is called on it, it yields a tuple containing a count, starting from 0 by default, and the corresponding value from the iterable. Which of the following is true about the map function in Python 3? Option A. It returns a list after applying the function to all items. Option B. It applies the function lazily and returns an iterator. Option C. It can only be used with generator functions. Option D. It executes in parallel using multiple CPU cores. The correct answer is B. In Python 3, map returns a map object, which is an iterator. It does not actually perform the calculation until you iterate over the map object. This lazy evaluation saves memory and computation time if you don't end up using all the results. That wraps up our 30 practice questions on Python generators and iterators. How many did you get right? If you struggled with the yield from or the send method questions, don't worry. Those are advanced topics that take time to master. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow Python developers. For a complete set of practice exams and hands-on coding challenges, check out the full course link in the description below.